Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, probably I took some time in just logging in because I've been traveling and it is being monitored by my office mates there. And thank you so much for joining with me today. So, the topic is vlogging, yes. And this is going to be a very interesting session today. And I'm just going to take a very short session. So, vlogging is nothing but all of us know about blogging, right? So, blogging is something like where we write up things that we what we wanted to express to the entire world, right? We write it on a website or a blog or a page or something like that. So that is known as earlier times it usually used to known as the method of writing it on a book or something like that. So on the later stage, what happened is blogging has taken the next step of giving it on a video kind of a thing, and that thing is known as the vlogging. It is known as the video logging. Okay. So video logging has been a tremendous takeover in the near times because YouTube was the key mark in making this vlogging a great success. Obviously, everyone should be knowing YouTube, and everyone should be knowing there are a lot of YouTubers right there now. And even this particular session, which we are doing not on vlogging, is also live on YouTube right now. Okay. So this particular vlogging is a very interesting concept where the entire technology is being open to all right now, and we can just speak whatever we wanted to the entire world. We can share our views. We can express our views, and it literally gets seen by many people who literally are interested to see those videos, and it is how we make them interesting also. Both thing matters literally. So when we see on the vlogging, so it initially started as of expressing our own views, and it started off with maybe telling out some stories or poems or something like that. On the later stage, what happened is people started travel logging also, right? So எங்கெல்லாம் டிராவல் பண்றாங்களோ அந்த டிராவலோட லாக வந்து ஒரு vlog போட ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க, and that became the experience vlogging. Right. So this experience vlogging literally gave wide exposure to the entire world. We did not have travel to the entire world, right? But people who are traveling to the entire world will literally know where we are, where the other person are literally going on, and how they travel to the entire world. So that's how this particular thing works on. So how this vlogging is going to be something interesting to us. So vlogging can improve ourselves, and it how it can give us some benefit, right? So there are certain aspects where vlogging literally takes up the better choices, right? So when you look out for vlogging, and there are few steps that you need to think upon. So generally, what happens is people in these days when they wanted to start a vlogging thing, so they literally go for high-end devices for vlogging, some gimbals, some standees, or high-end cameras, or something like that. It is not required. You have your mobile phone, that's fine. That's perfect. So you have a good camera in your mobile phone, that will be fine. It's not that you need a lot of stands or something like that. So all these things will come automatically when you go on with the vlogging at some point of time. Don't start it initially, right? You don't put all of a lot of investment on that, and you keep starting the vlogging concept, right? Because vlogging literally started for certain purposes. When you think on the better purpose, you see it as a creativity option. So this particular creativity will give you the wide exposure. So when you start vlogging, you will have a lot of creative things coming into your mind. Because when we do something which is interesting and which many people are getting interested by your work, we get more excited, right? So the thing which I told you yesterday, the concentration which the webinar which went yesterday, I told you about the enthusiasm, right? So the enthusiasm will also give you the better options, and that particular enthusiasm is going to give you the creativity concept, right? When people start liking you and when they are looking out for your content, this particular enthusiasm and creativity gets a long way to go. So that is very, very important, right? So, will I am going to be benefited by this mindfulness? The second question. So, when you look out for this particular question, the mindfulness is something like you get a peace of mind, right? So, and this particular vlogging, as I said, it all started with expressing the views, but it ended or it is getting continued with all the travel loggings and food logging and everything, where you get a peace of mind, you get satisfaction on level. Where you do the best of the options that you desire to do. So that is very, very important because many of us work, which we work on certain concepts or certain careers or certain things we do, which we may not be liking it, right? But due to certain circumstances, we may be doing it, right? But it is not important. Right? Travel, obviously, many of us will like to travel, and we take up videos, photographs, and finally we log it. Right. I thought of giving you a live example today, but I'm sorry, I'm out of network, so I'm just out of the area right now. So I'm just giving it from a secured area where I have better connectivity. So this particular vlogging is a method where it gives you the immense pleasure and it gives you the satisfaction and the better of fulfillment. The, the absolute one word is the mindfulness, where this mindfulness will give you the better understanding of your life. You become peace. You have the utmost satisfaction for you, right? And that is the best part of life, right? We keep complaining to people, right? So that is not going to be the best part of life. So when you start complaining to people and when you are not satisfied about your surroundings, it's okay that it's not being satisfied about your surroundings. But when you start doing something which is going to be loved by everyone, and that also gives you the creativity option to you, and that feel of satisfaction, that feel of embracement, that feel of enthusiasm will give you the mindfulness, and that will not going to harm you, or that is not going to harm anyone else also. So that's how this particular vlogging concept also evolves, right? Because right now many of you might be knowing many of the YouTubers who are going on the YouTube and vlogging on concepts daily. But you might think they are doing it as a job, but it's not like that. They are doing it as a passion, right? So as a passion, they wanted to do it. They started and they are doing it. Right. Maybe it might become it might have become their job or the mode of revenue that they are making it right now. But initially, it all started as a passion, right? And some way or the other, that passion becomes your career. And when your passion becomes your career, that becomes your entire prospects of your life, and that will be the utmost enthusiasm and mindfulness for your life. Right? And when you happen to get the mindfulness for your entire life, you are going to get the self introspection done by you, right? So I've given the webinar for the career aspect, where I've given the self introspection. Self introspection is nothing but knowing about yourself, right? So you happen to know about yourself when you start traveling. So you happen to explore many of your things, many of your things which are hidden inside you. Maybe you might be good in photography, you may be good in videography, or you may be good in giving the food reviews, or you may be good in probably visiting places, exploring things, and all these things. So these things are self-introspected when you started traveling, or when you started doing something which is liked by everyone. And one such thing is the vlogging, right? So this particular vlogging can help you out in getting the self introspection of yourself, because when you put up a vlog and when 10 people see it, there will be varied comments on it, right? And it is up to you who to take the comments on a serious note or on a lighter note. Right? When it is going to be a healthy criticism, you should take it as a serious note. When that becomes, you should take it on a lighter note. So that is very, very important, right? So that self introspection literally is you get when you do the vlog, right? So which is very, very essential. Probably it is not that we always boast about ourselves. "Ah, ipdi, na apdi." we keep telling us, right? So I have done all these things, and this is how I've evolved. This me, that's me. So self boasting and self things will not help people out. Right? Self introspection is something like where you get feedback from all people, and you self analyze yourself whether you are capable of it or not. That's it. Right? So when you're not capable of it, and when you're not bold enough to face certain situations or things, you cannot boast about yourself. Right? That is very, very important. So all these things will get the better of you in the self introspection concept. And the last one is know the world. Yes, you start knowing the world with all the comments or self introspection or everything which gets into your. So that's how this particular concept of vlogging will help you out in knowing the entire world. You travel a lot, you go meet a lot of people. So when you start meeting people, you happen to know everything. Right? Don't be you should not be on the selfish kind of thing. Right? We should start meeting people. We should be on a broad-minded concept. We should explore things. You should be cautious enough. That's okay. But it is not that you should be on a selfish motive in such a way that you should not share things to others. You should be on a self oriented person, or you should be on the maybe a person who doesn't share anything with others, right? So that's how it is not the concept, right? When you start vlogging, you are starting to share your views, or you're starting to share the entire concept to the entire world. So that is very, very important. So just keep these things in mind. These things will get you a long way, the entire prospects of life, and you are tend to explore the world, and this exploration will give you the creativity, and when creativity comes in hand, you will be having the better mindfulness, and a satisfaction will have with getting to you, and this particular self satisfaction will help you to get to know more about yourself as the self introspection is done, and you will start knowing the entire world. Thank you so much, people, for joining me today. And if you have any questions, you can just post on the questions now. I am open for your questions right now. Yes, there are no questions, so you can reach me out anytime in my all my social medias. You can just go to the YouTube link right now, and you can just reach me anytime you want. Probably I'll be able to help you on the reloading concept also. Thank you so much, people. We'll see you tomorrow morning 11 at another one webinar. Until then, bye. Good night.